especially since the market. Hey traders, how are you? Rick here with Hit Run Candlesticks. Today is Tuesday, March 16, 2021. Let's take a look at the market. We're going to take a look at a couple of charts. Quick reminder, check below, and I've got a link if you're interested in signing up for the Falcon 52 GT trading computer that we're giving away. That's a computer, 4 monitors, a stand, the cables. Anyway, if you want to register for it, there'll be a link below. I hope you do, and we'll have a big party on the 16th when we give it away. All right, let's talk about this market just a tad here, okay? So today's kind of shaky overall. Feds are talking. We're going to have a little Fed talk tomorrow too, so keep that in mind. The market may remain a little bit to the shaky side. Price still held up above the T-line. The T-line still above the 17, although I think it's a little too high, so a little caution needs to be had. Take a look at the diamonds, and they are crazy high. Look at the difference between the T-line and the 17. Much too much. So we just need to be cautious. A little pullback might be in order. Bulls could take it and just pop it up. The truth is, there's no way for me to know right now, and I don't even see a clue in the candlesticks really to say whether we're going to go up tomorrow or whether we're going to go down tomorrow. There's just not much of a clue. I think caution is probably the absolute most important thing there is. And also, I want to remind everybody, and this is probably for me more than anything, remind myself that I don't need to trade every single day. And some days it's best to sit on the sideline until the buyers and sellers finish beating the snot out of each other, and then we'll have a winner one direction or the other. And that's where we want to trade. So we'll do that maybe. Taking a look at VXX, no real fear in VXX. If we break this down to a 3-bar chart, we do have a very nice looking, very clean morning star signal. That is for sure. So with that signal right there, that does give me the concern that we might be up tomorrow on VXX. If we're up tomorrow on VXX, then I would suspect the SPY will be down a little bit. So based on this, I would have to lean to a little bit of, maybe a little bit of selling. It could turn into bigger selling, but right now I'm going to lean into just a little bit of selling into the market, which may set some positions up for really good buys. So we'll watch that. We'll be watching that. Alrighty. Let's take a look at WRK here. WRK. Hey, and before I forget, reach over there. If you've not subscribed to this video, reach over there and click on the subscribe button for me. Do me a big favor and do that. Also, for those that don't know, we have a user group, a Facebook user group that we have quite a few people that's posting there, and you might pick up some great ideas. I post over there, so hope you check it out. I'll put that link down below as well, okay? Alrighty, so overall, I don't think the market is looking like great for any buys right now. For me, today was more of a take some profits, I closed some positions, and sort of sitting and waiting until the market squares itself away. This WRK is one of those that I kind of like, but I'm not ready to buy it. Here we in a downtrend. I need to see those bulls step in and do something that would make me want to buy it. And right now, probably a move above that T-line area, above 51.40, right in here would make me want to buy that. So we're going to watch for that. May happen tomorrow, could happen 3 days from now. Who knows? Can't predict that. But we will put this on our watch list, and we will keep an eye on it. When I start to see that move up and we get up into that area, I might, can't say for sure that I'll buy this one, but I might look at buying this. And if I buy it early as it moves up, it's going to have to close over the T line. If it moves up something like this, and I don't get it early enough, then what I'll have to do is wait for that, put that buy box on there and buy on an inside day, something in there. So another one that I'm looking at here is rig. If somebody is looking for a chart under $10, rig might be getting there. Now, we've had a very nice pullback. We're down to the Trendicator here. So this is on my watch list, but I'm going to need to see the buyers step in. When I see the buyers step in, then I will consider a buy on rig. mRNA had a nice move up. Really, really nice to see it above the 50-period moving average. The Trendicator has gone from red to green, so I think this is a good candidate to maybe put a buy box around the candle here. I'm going to go ahead and do this just so it helps me visualize the chart. We've broken that downtrend, so I'm going to look for a little consolidation. This is where I would like to buy this in that box there. So Wells Fargo. I've also got Bank of America on this for the watch list. And we had a little pullback, but we closed up. It looks like we closed just ever so slightly above the T line here. So I'm going to be looking at that, but I'm going to need to see those buyers. I'm not going to just blindly buy it on hope. I'm going to wait and see those buyers coming in. Now, over the years, there's quite a few things I've learned in trading. And one of them is that I don't have to buy this chart right here to make money. Where is it? There it is. I don't have to buy that chart right there to make money. Why is that being difficult? Let's do it this way. There we go. There we go. Well, let's do it a little different yet. Doggone it. There we are. There we go. I don't have to buy it on this candle to make money. If Wells Fargo starts to break out, where do we think that's going to go? Well, I'm not going to pick a target up here. I'm not going to do anything like that. If somebody wanted to, you can use some fib lines, things like that. There's several ways to get up there. Now here let's put here we rallied up. We pull. I'm going to take it from here. And if we went from the 50 to this top. You see we stopped right here on this 23.6 retracement on the way up. Well, these may be some target points. So we won't pick the top one just because we're going to give ourselves a little, we're going to stretch all the way out. We're not going to pick this one because that's too close. So let's just put a line right there. Now, if you want to go through there and use those other targets, you certainly can. I'm not. Let's delete that. So, looking at Wells Fargo here, we've got about 8.5% maybe up to that line right there. The truth of it is, I could wait till we break out and make plenty good money here. If buying it down here, you're gonna pick up a couple percent. In if it's worth the risk, maybe to some people. For me, I would rather see those bulls come in here. I find it just makes me feel better. Not that it will do it in one day, but doesn't it make you feel better to buy on something like that? Sure, we always want to buy down here, but I've got to ask myself, in how many times do I buy here and lose money versus how many times do I buy here and lose money? Believe me, I lose way more money by doing that, and I make a great deal more money by doing this, and then just simply trade the trade up to where we see fit to take profits, whether it's this area here, whether it's based on our goals, things like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to wait for that signal here. Let me do Bank of America real quick, and we'll come back to Apple. Bank of America actually closed up a tiny bit higher, did a little better for the day. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a better chart, just did a little better for the day. Bank of America, I start to see a little positive trading off of today's candle. That is going to put it in the buy area for me. So I'm going to keep an eye on that Bank of America. We'll keep that on the watch list. And we get up into this here, that just might be a buy or even a little bit of a breakout. Oops, I forgot about PFE. Let's use PFE, and we'll do Apple last. PFE is, we've been in PFE, we sold some, and then we actually closed it all out today. Now, it still looks like a bullish chart. And I get asked often why did I sell this? Let me share with you why. First of all, the name of this game is about making money, not about picking exact spots where stocks come and go. The name of the game is making money. And I had some good money. The market was a bit shaky, certainly questionable for everybody. There was different times of the day that the market might have been a little bit ragged. And I didn't want to risk that money. Now let's talk about risk for a minute. I hear all the time, and everybody always wants to talk about how much money, let's say we're buying this. And the questions are always, well, how much money do we risk? How much money do we put into the trade? And then there's always, well, to control my risk, I want to put the stop in there. And then from there, that's kind of the end of the conversation. There might be, well, where do we take profits? That sort of thing. That might be in there. But rarely is the conversation about risking what you've made. Risking what you've made. And I think that's important to think about. If the market is just crummy, and today it was crummy. It was just absolutely crummy. Here, let's go look at this. Let's go look at the SPY, and let's go look at the 3-bar chart. This is the first bar today. First bar today. Here's the second bar today. Here's the third bar today. We've got a high, a lower high, a lower high, a low, a lower low, a lower low. That's crummy. Now, it may be setting up for a nice move to the upside, but it's a crummy day. Absolutely crummy. And the thing of it is when we get this first bar in here and then the second bar, that's starting to form an evening star right here. Let's do this. Red. This right here is starting to form an evening star. And we have no idea what the third bar is going to do. And we don't really know how this bar is going to finish until it finishes. So, I want to take a look at these things, and I want to take a look at, all right, let's talk about risk. How much money do I want to risk? Well, I'm already in PFE. PFE, try this again. PFE, here we go. And let's go back to the daily. I'm already in PFE. I'm already up great money. I've got, 3 or 4 goals in the pocket. I just need to make sure I collect all of it. So why would I want to risk that for this going higher? And I don't want to risk it because I know that I can always buy this back. I can always buy it back. So we made good, I think I bought this somewhere in here, I think. And then, we've made great money on this. We've broken out of the 50. It does look like it's going higher. But with the market condition the way it was today, just looking crummy, with Feds, everything still kind of maybe up in the air. I don't think the market resolved anything today. Why would I want to risk the money I've made? So not only should we be concerned with risk on buying a chart, we should be concerned with the risk of the profits we've made. Because they're not yours till you put them in your pocket. So that's what I did. I made those profits mine. I put them in my pocket, and I can always buy this chart back. So here we are back to this chart. I'm going to look for a nice inside day. I'm going to look for another setup, and I'll look to buy that. Okay. The last chart is Apple. I sold Apple today, closed Apple off, made a nice little chunk of change on Apple. I was really kind of hoping it'd sneak its way up to the 50 here, but it just didn't make it today, so that's all right. So now what I'm going to be looking for, and we've got 1, 2, 3 days up. What I would like to see is a little rest. And by the way, the rest can just simply be an inside day, something like that. Just rest. If it wants to pull back a little more, that's okay. Just rest. And then I will let the live trading alert scanner get me into this. It'll tell me when it starts making a new day high. That's what I generally look for, a new day high, either on a day chart or sometimes I'll use a 3-bar chart when it's making that new high. And then I will look to get back in Apple, and maybe then we can attack that 50. But I won't do it until I get the right setup, the price action in here. So we'll watch for that one. Well, that's the trade ideas today. I think the takeaway thing today is have lots of caution. I really do think that's what we should do, is have lots and lots of caution. Hey, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Hope to see everybody tomorrow in the trading room. If you're not doing anything, stop on by. You guys take care. We'll see you tomorrow, all right? Night.